Okay, guys. So as you can see, we're having a few issues, but I think we've got to grips with it now. The pin code 62237, and don't forget to press the finger at the top of the keypad. 62237. So we've solved the problem with the screen and how it was showing. So just go in on that 62237. We'll go straight into that one with the first question that had already started, but I think we had that false start before. So 62237, and then tap the finger at the top of the screen. So we will be starting shortly, but just give people time to log in. 62237, and you'll be able to join in. 62237, and then tap the finger at the top of the screen. So, yeah, few technical issues tonight. All ran smoothly last Sunday in the fun family quiz, but all sorts of fun and games tonight, so we'll be getting underway very shortly. Seeing that we have over 50 people viewing, thanks for your patience. So we will get underway in around a minute or so's time. 62237, and then tap the finger at the top of the screen. The moment you'll just be seeing the Spireites at home. So somebody's asking there on YouTube, what finger? So are you on the buzzerpad.com with your virtual keypad? That's where you need to put in your PIN number, 62237, and then you'll tap the finger at the top of that screen. All sorts of problems before. I had to actually restart, did the old turn it off and on again, which managed to get it working again, but most odd. So the finger is above the B, as Tim says. So if you go on there and put in that pin code 62237, and then tap the finger, and you will be logged in. So we'll get underway very shortly. You can see we've got over 50 viewers. We've clearly lost one or two. Apologies for the delayed kickoff, but we'll get underway in just a moment's time. A final call, 62237, and then tap the finger at the top of the screen, and we'll go straight into the first question. I think some of you played that in the first attempt, so let's keep fingers crossed that we will be able to complete tonight's quiz. 20 questions set as usual by Phil Tooley. So let's take a look at tonight's quiz. Gazza's last ever first team game for a Football League club was for Boston. He had two former Spireites as teammates. Which two? Look at the players there. Nathan Abbey and Jason Lee, Matt O'Halloran and Scott Wiseman, Laurie Dudfield and Peter Till, or is it Kevin Hurst and Greg Fee? So who were Gazza's former Spireites teammates that day? Abbey and Lee, O'Halloran and Wiseman, Dudfield and Till, or Hurst and Fee? So less than 10 seconds remain. Good to see Ukrainian Blues joining us. Thanks for your patience, guys. And the answer is not going to show. Right, okay, let's see. I think it was Nathan Abbey and Jason Lee. Yep, 32. So, let's see the... Well... we could just see Glee Team then is at the top with Kevin Wagg. So, yeah, unsure why The screen has done that. Let's see if we can, in having a number of quizzes. So let's see about question 2. Alright, Saturday's opponents, Dagenham and Redbridge, appointed a former Spireites caretaker manager in December 2015. He was in charge 2 games, won 1 and lost 1. Who was it? Was it Stuart Cash, Colin Hoyle, Laurie Dudley? No, that's clearly... I'm having what is termed as a mare here. I don't know why this is playing up. See if I can... has that sorted it? I moved the screen and it seems to have sorted it. So in charge of Dagenham and Redbridge as caretaker manager, is it Stuart Cash, Colin Hoyle, Steve Fletcher or Darren Curry? Answer now. Let's battle with this screen. We will persevere and overcome. Really don't know why it's playing up like this. It has been working fine up until now. But at least we can see the options. Caretaker manager of Dagenham and Redbridge in 2015, was it Stuart Cash, Colin Hoyle, Steve Fletcher or Darren Curry? Is there anything we can do with this screen? It was Darren Curry. Don't know how many of you managed to get that right after all these shenanigans. 32. So, will we be able to see the leaderboard even? Dim Sirens, Moondog, a score for Sore Eyes, The Dark, Kevin Wag, Travel Man. Let's have a look. See on another screen. So we can vaguely make out the leaderboard. I think we'll just persevere and just carry on. Let's see what this brings us. If I move the screens around, is that going to do anything? Are we going to be able to see the next question even? No, is the answer. Alright, so really I'm not sure what's happening here. Let me have a look. Now, right. Who is the Spireite obscured by the ball in last week's match at Boston? Is it Joe Rowley, Martin Smith, George Carline or Liam Mandeville? Fingers crossed we've resolved it. Might not be perfect, but at least we can see. Well, we can't see the player is obscured by the ball. My wife's just brought me a cup of tea. I think I could do with a brandy at this stage of the proceedings. Halfway through this question, who is that Spireite obscured by the ball? Less than 10 seconds, quickly get your answer in. And the answer is Liam Mandeville. So, how many people put Liam Mandeville? Most popular answer, 33 of you getting that right. So, won't keep going at a leaderboard. I just want to check that it's actually working. So, fingers crossed it is working. So, Sight for Sore Eyes, the leader. Won't keep going onto the leaderboard for pace. We just need to make sure it's working. Okay. Question 4. Corey Adai conceded 6 goals in his 2 appearances as Spireites this season. How many of them came in the 88th minute or later? Was it 0, 1, 2 or 3? Corey Adai. How many of the goals he conceded came in the 88th minute or later? 0, 1, 2 or 3? And less than 20 seconds remain. So quickly get your answer in. Number of people still yet to answer. Few seconds left, and the answer is 3. 1 at Altrincham and 2 at home to Notts County. How many people put D? Only 13 getting it right. 2, the most popular answer with 33. Let's take a look at question 5. Who was the last Chesterfield player to be substituted in a Football League match? Was it Louis Dodds, Jordan Sinnott, Drew Talbot or Brad Barry? The last Spireite to be substituted in a Football League match. Louis Dodds, Jordan Sinnott, Drew Talbot or Brad Barry? Less than half the time remains. And we're into the last 10 seconds. Few people still to answer. And the answer is Drew Talbot, replacing the 82nd minute in the 3-0 defeat at Barnet by Luke Rawson. So I've got an exclusive for you. Since it's Drew Talbot the answer, he will be joining us as our summariser on the live stream next Tuesday night. So we play, of course, Kings Lynn, and Drew will be there to summarise on the action. So how many people put C? Well, very even spread of answers there. 14 getting it right. Let's go on to question 6. Spot the ball in this picture from the Boston FA Trophy match. Is it A, B, C or D where the ball is? Very much pot luck, so you might as well answer very quickly. I don't think anybody will conclusively know unless you've seen a photo taken by Phil and you can correctly identify it. Then quickly get in A, B, C or D just to show us where the ball is. 15 seconds left. Last 5 seconds. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is A. So how many people put A? I think that might be perhaps the least most popular answer. Well, nearly. 22 going for B, 17 for C. On to question 7. Sean Shields of Weymouth, the first man to score against the Chesterfield side led by James Rowe, made his first appearance against the Spireites as a sub for Dagenham and Redbridge in April 2014. Who scored the only goal in Chesterfield's 1-0 away win that day? Was it J. O'Shea, Owen Doyle, Dan Gardner or Mark Richards? So who was the Spireite who scored for the Spireites in the 1-0 win at Dagenham Redbridge in 2014? J. O'Shea, Owen Doyle, Dan Gardner or Mark Richards? "15 seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is Owen Doyle. So how many people put Owen Doyle? It's slightly the most popular answer is 17, but 16 go for Richards and 10 for O'Shea. On to question 8. In which minutes were the 3 goals scored by Kwasi Asante in the 6-0 win over Barnet? 40, 74, 78, 56, 64, 89, 22, 41, 77 or 10, 54, 88. So those 3 different minutes, which is the correct sequence for Kwasi Asante's hat-trick in the 6-0 victory over Barnet. Look at the different combinations. And we have 10 seconds left. And the answer is 40, 74 and 78. Answers offered in B were the times of the non-Asante goals. How many people put A? Yep, most popular answer, 26 of you getting that right. On to question 9. Jack Mackay scored twice for Chesterfield in consecutive games in December 2019. Both games featured first-minute goals. Mackay's in a 3-0 win at Torquay. But who scored in the opening minute in the next game? Was it Curtis Weston, Tom Denton, Mike Fondop or Javaro? So who scored in the opening minute in the game after the 3-0 win at Torquay? Is it Weston, Denton, Fondop or Javaro? "15 seconds left. And the answer is Mike Fondop. That's in a 2-2 draw at home to Solihull Moors. So C is what we're looking for. And 29 if you're getting that right. So on to question 10. Loan signing Jack Clark made his Football League Trophy debut for Villa in September 2019 at Salford. How many current or former Spireites were on the Salford team sheet that day? 3, 4, 5 or 6? So how many Spireites played for Salford in that game in September 2019? 3, 4, 5 or 6? 10 seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is 6. Leatheran, Martin Smith, Rooney, Wiseman, Diaz-Aruvue and Beasley. How many people put 6? Well, amazingly, 0. So let's take a look at the halfway stage at the leaderboard. Vale Madness. Marcia at the top, 203. Then it's Ben Smith in second place. Moss CFC, PKF Sport, Croydon Blues, and Brim Spireite Glee Team, the Dart, Dims Hewans, and Haslam Spireites. That's the top 10. Quickly go further down, just see if you can see yourselves. Won't delay it too long after our delayed kickoff. So let's move on with question 11. For which side did Martin Smith make his debut in the EFL? Was it Sunderland, Carlisle, Swindon or Salford? So, who did Martin Smith make his debut in the EFL for? Was it Sunderland, Carlisle, Swindon or Salford? 15 seconds remain. Time running out. And the answer is Carlisle United. That was on loan from Sunderland as a sub against Wickham. So B. How many people put B? Only 9. 19 going for his parent club, Sunderland. 17 for Swindon, who would join later. And of course, Salford as well. Question 12. A break-in play at Solihull Moors. But why? Was it waiting for Will Evans to change his blooded and ripped shirt? Treatment for the injured Solihull keeper? An assistant referee had lost his contact lens, or waiting for a Solihull sub who'd forgotten his shin pads? I'm sure a lot of you saw this on the live stream or listened on the commentary. Why was that break-in play? Was it to change, Will Evans to change his blooded and ripped shirt? Was it the keeper, Solihull, receiving treatment? Had the assistant ref lost his contact lens? Or were we waiting for a Solihull sub who'd forgotten his shin pads? 10 seconds remain. And the answer is an assistant referee had lost his contact lens. I expect a lot of people to have got this right. Yep, 46 if you're getting that right. Question 13. The last player to score past then Dundee keeper Kyle Leatheran in a Scottish League match had the surname of what? Was it Spittle, Blood, Tears or Bogey? How is your Scottish football knowledge? Who scored past Kyle Leatheran when he played for Dundee. Spittle, blood, tears or bogey? Received a message from Zoe, who's having problems with registering the answers, unfortunately. So, sorry about that, Zoe and family. Good to hear from you. Last 10 seconds. Hope you're keeping well. And the answer is Spittle. That's Blair Spittle, then of Dundee United, who won 3-0. So fair spread of answers, I would imagine. Yep. Bogey, most popular one with 25. So only 12 getting that right. Take a quick look at the leaderboard. I won't go all down it, but let's take a quick look. See, Veiled Madness still at the top, and Ben Smith. So the top two as you were. Then Moss CFC. The Dart in contention, Dave Mid, Aslan Spireites. Let's move on. Who was the first player to make his Chesterfield debut under Arthur Cox? Was it Glyn Chamberlain, Gary Simpson, Will Smith or Stuart Parker? First player to make his Chesterfield debut under Arthur Cox. Chamberlain, Simpson, Smith or Parker? Now the screen isn't perfect at the moment. We've got the leaderboard just in view on the right hand side, but after problems we experienced earlier, I daren't touch it now. I just want to get through this as best we can. And 10 seconds remain. Time running out. And the answer is Will Smith. Christmas 76 at Field Mill. 4 players listed with the first 4 to debut under Arthur Cox. So how many people put Will Smith? Well, at least popular answer with 11. Okay, when Chesterfield beat Aldershot Town 5-1 in 2008, which of these players did not score? Look at the photos and tell us, is it A, B, C or D? Which of those players didn't score in the 5-1 win against Aldershot in 2008? A, B, C or D? Look at those players in the photos and identify who was the non-scorer that day. Less than half the time remains. And time is running out. The answer is D. Aaron Downs. Jamie Ward scored a hat-trick with the other goals from Jack Lester and Derek Nivens. How many people put D? 16 if you're getting that right. Well done. Quick look at the leaderboard. We had Veiled Madness followed by Ben Smith, the top 2. Are they still there? Well, Veiled Madness is still there, and a healthy lead at the top, head of Moss CFC, who moves up a place. Ben Smith down to 3rd. Keen competition at the top. Who was the only player to score for Chesterfield in Richie Humphries' 2-game tenure as caretaker manager in January 2017? Was it Liam O'Neill, Dan Gardner, Christian Dennis or Ched Evans? The only player to score when Richie Humphries was caretaker manager for a couple of games in January 2017, either Liam O'Neill, Dan Gardner, Christian Dennis or Ched Evans. And 10 seconds remains. The answer is Dan Gardner. That was the 1-0 home win against Coventry City. 4-0 Football League Trophy loss at Luton was the other game. So how many people put B? Only 14. 27 going for Christian Dennis. Now, of course, at St Mirren. 17, which was the last game played immediately before the last gasp 1-0 Great Escape win over Luton Town in May 2004. Was it Chesterfield 1, Blackpool 0, Oldham 3, Chesterfield 1, Chesterfield 2, Blackpool 1 or Oldham 2, Chesterfield 0? So the Great Escape game, remember it well, against Luton in May 2004. Which was the game immediately before that? Was it the 1-0 win at home to Blackpool, the 3-1 defeat at Oldham, 2-1 victory over Blackpool, or a 2-0 defeat at Oldham? 10 seconds remains. And the answer is Oldham 2, Chesterfield 0. So, how many people put that? 18 getting that right. So, only a few questions remain. Question 18. Which ground was this picture taken at? Millmoor, Griffin Park, Sincilbank, or the county ground? Take a look at the photo. Where was that picture taken? Rotherham's Millmoor, Brentford's Griffin Park, Lincoln's Sincilbank, or Swindon's county ground? Where was that picture taken? Less than half the time now remains. Ten seconds left. And the answer is Griffin Park, the home of Brentford. Let's take a look. How many people put B? Most popular answer with 25. So with just a couple of questions remaining, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Vale Madness has been a strong contender from the start and way out in front, with Ben Smith in second place and Moss CFC. The penultimate question coming up. Whose one and only appearance on a Chesterfield first team sheet came Boxing Day 2014 in a 3-2 home win against Peterborough? Was it Carl Lamb, Charlie Dawes, Connor Hunt, or Billy Beresford? So their one and only appearance on a first team sheet, Boxing Day 2014, 3-2 home win against Peterborough. Carl Lamb, Charlie Dawes, Connor Hunt, or Billy Beresford? Less than half the time now to go. Ten seconds remain. And the answer is Billy Beresford, a non-contract player from Durham, and Phil admits can't remember him at all. Bizarrely as well, there was a Billy Beresford on trial a couple of years ago, I remember, and the son of John Beresford, the former Newcastle and Southampton player. I remember him being on trial. Obviously didn't get offered a contract, but Billy Beresford was a different Billy Beresford. Was back in 2014. How many people put D? Only 11 getting that right. So we go into the final question. It's been a problem with the technical difficulties we've had tonight, but we're finally getting there. Let's get into the last one. How many players whose surname begins with K have appeared in National League games for Chesterfield? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? So how many players whose surname begins with K have appeared in National League games for the Spireites? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Ten seconds left. And the answer is 2. Kiwomya and Coyote. How many people put 2? Well, third most popular answer with 13. 20 going for 3, 18 for 1. So that concludes tonight's quiz. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard. And let's take a look. First of all, in third place we have Moss CFC. Tonight's runner-up is Ben Smith, and tonight's winner, I think we know who this is. It's Veiled Madness 377, so just 4 points ahead of Ben Smith in the end. Well done, Marcia. Well done, Ben. Not sure, Moss CFC, for your name, but well done to you as well. Let's take a look further down. Dave Mid, PKF Sport. I believe that's Paul. The Dart Glee Team, Brockwell Spireites 2. Kevin Wag is in 10th. Let's take a look further down. And we have some familiar names that I'd like to thank you for your patience tonight. All sorts of issues, and it was the old favourite of turning it off and turning it on again, which finally sorted it. Bobby Dennis, the youngster who won the Fun Family Quiz at the weekend. Good to see you there. Duncan Fletcher as well, who's a regular competitor. But we lost a few when we had to restart the stream, but it was the only way, unfortunately, of actually doing that. So well done to you all, and Veiled Madness, you will go into the hat for, we'll have a draw for a prize at the end of the month. So thanks again to everybody for your patience tonight. It's been a real test. Not sure what happened, in all honesty, and hopefully we will get that sorted in time for the weekend. We'll have our Fun Family Quiz. That's on Sunday at 5 p.m. and yes, hopefully we'll iron out those problems. We've had quite a testing night tonight. Thanks again to Phil Tooley for providing the questions and the answers tonight. Also, I'm sure there's some of Tina Jenner's photos in there as well, so thanks to you, Tina. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Do appreciate your patience. Apologies once again for the technical issues. They are sent to testers. Till we see you, then please do take care.